to the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Howell.
Come on with the bullshit.
But a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson, taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job.
Get the fuck back in there, nigga.
They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends us away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. Now it's 3rd and 4.
Because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Watson now to throw. Pressure gets
Oh, shit. He was wide open.
at the 4-yard line. Deron Payne the season. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And here's Taylor on the return. A solid stiff arm. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's
this nigga died for 5 yards. Like, come on.
Midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Come on with the bullshit.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP battle. But I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL is real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. Touchdown, Washington.
This nigga, my best corner, can't stick a fucking tight end. Like, come on, bro.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson off play action. There again is Cooks, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 36.
Dang!
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun, here's Watson.
Ah, that was my fault.
Intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick.
That was definitely my fault.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple
players
combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the
struggle
shot that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult.
I'll take it.
2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
God damn.
All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take it a loop.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson.
What the fuck?
To the end zone, but
ran that half-ass route.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been planning a shutdown. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Don't make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turn.
You ain't about to stretch play me to death.
Multiple times they picked him off already in this opening.
Definitely not about to stretch play me to death.
3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gibson again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing a 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And they need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. Where's Watson having his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's try this again. The finals are around.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Steps away to his
Fuck.
left.
I don't know how these niggas is keeping up with all my receivers.
And that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he had
But
far enough away from the pocket to throw that football
we got some
away,
for that.
and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. Got it over man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete.
Come on, bro.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Get his bitch ass out of here.
Spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Come on, man. We already know what you're running. Stretch right, stretch left.
Here's 2nd and 5.
Ain't that hard.
Once more, Gibson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give running right, Gibson.
Thank you.
Second wave of tackles.
This nigga gonna run the ball this whole fucking game.
Behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Flush to his right.
No fumble. That shit was my nigga. That nigga would have fumbled. God dang.
It's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
3rd and goal from the 6. They'll try to run it with Gibson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. He's got a man.
Bro, why does he stop? We got the nigga beat. Like, come on.
Stop just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 28-yard line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's Howell. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
This nigga catches it over my man. Come on, bro.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Howell down to throw it.
Bro, come on with the fucking corny ass little plays.
The Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Like the fuck, worse than Zion.
Coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
It's Howell with another throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And it's a room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Can I get some push from my D-line?
And a good first step there with second and goal.
The fuck?
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Gibson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road.
Wow, what the fuck?
This ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Bro, who is this nigga?
Down to the
Like, this nigga speeding up and all types of shit. Come on.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Gave me some bullshit for all the bullshit they gave you. Appreciate it.
The Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they...
Come on with that bullshit.
It seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
My nigga right in front of it. Come on, bro.
Doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, my shit full.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2.
Just trying to find your money, Blake. Like,
after this,
what's going on?
they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, this is going to...
This nigga caught it between 5 different niggas.
Washington first down. And
Come on, bro.
They can run on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
Then tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One last throw here for Watson. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really paved the way.